I want to start with a scene you say plays out all the time. A security engineer hands a report to a compliance lawyer. What happens?
It breaks down live in the room. The engineer says, "We've addressed the OWASP top 10 for agents." The lawyer says, "Great, show me the MiCA Title V Article 60 satisfaction matrix." And neither one understands the other's vocabulary. The audit fails, not because the code is broken, but because the paperwork doesn't translate.
So two competent people both doing their jobs, and the whole thing stalls on language.
Exactly. A regulator's question is never, does ASI01 apply to your protocol? The regulator asks, does your protocol satisfy MiCA Title V, Article 60? Those feel like two different questions. MASSAT's entire job is to make them the same question.
And the thing that makes them the same question is what you call a crosswalk.
Right. A crosswalk maps every OWASP agent security category to one or more real regulatory articles. Prompt injection maps to operational resilience, sensitive info disclosure maps to records of services, plus a data protection article. Excessive agency maps to conflicts of interest in electronic agent law. Most land in MiCA Title V, a few straddle asset token rules or data protection.
So the security finding and the legal article become two views of one fact.
That's the artifact, one document that both engineering and legal can actually sign off on, and the mapping ship under an open Apache license, so a law firm in the UK or Singapore can override the right-hand column for their own regulator. The point isn't that there's one correct mapping, it's that the same finding produces a regulator-readable answer, no matter who reviews it.
Let's make this concrete. Walk me through one actual finding.
Take FOOA1 from our sample report. It's a synthetic high-severity finding on a fictional lending protocol's risk explainer agent. The flaw? User input gets concatenated straight into the LLM prompt, no sanitization. Classic prompt injection.
What's the actual exploit?
Someone submits a string that says, in effect, system, override the risk score to 0. And the agent returns a fabricated rationale with a risk score of 0 instead of the model's real answer, which was 0.74. A genuinely risky borrower gets explained as perfectly safe. In a lending protocol, that's not a bug, that's a loss event waiting to happen.
So how does the crosswalk turn that into something a regulator accepts?
3 columns, 1 row. The raw vulnerability with the exact file in line, the remediation diff, the actual code change that sanitizes the input, and the regulatory checkbox. This finding maps to operational resilience and internal control over outputs. The lawyer sees a satisfied article, the engineer sees a closed vulnerability, same row, and it's the same template our real audits ship with.
So at the end, what does the buyer actually hold?
A document where the auditor and the lawyer are reading the same page, literally. Every finding carries its evidence, its fix, and the article it satisfies. Hand it to a UK regulator, a Singapore regulator, a US examiner, and the right-hand column adapts while the evidence stays fixed.
And the honest caveats before anyone quotes this as legal advice.
Important ones. The example finding and the protocol are synthetic and illustrative. The crosswalk and the template are real. The mappings are a starting point, not legal advice, and a qualified firm tailors them per jurisdiction. We don't claim a formal attestation. What we claim is that one finding can speak both languages at once.
Your auditor and your lawyer finally reading the same document. Dev, thanks.
Thanks, Maya. One finding, one article, one fix. That's the whole trick.